If you are one of those who want to invest in the NFT space but don't know where to start, you are in the right place. By the end of this video, you'll be able to make an educated decision on what projects to invest in. NFT scams are terrifying, but if there is something scarier, it's the possibility of making failed investments in which you lose more than you had invested. But hey, you can give these spooky ghouls a nice beating and send them where they came from with proper research and a little bit of caution. NFTs have a volatile market, and things change very quickly in such an environment. There is no steady price for anything, meaning you can lose cash easily. Second, the popularity of a certain NFT is never secure. Nowadays, it's easy to cancel stuff, so the popularity can drop quickly. And the worst-case scenario is that you can't find anyone that would buy your NFT. So eventually, you end up stuck with a JPEG of a monkey. In order to not experience such dreadful scenarios, you have to take some research steps. There are 5 essential elements to careful research: the project's community, its website, the team behind it, its position in the space, and of course, the artwork. Note these down. This will be the ultimate checklist you need to spot a legitimate NFT project. There are 2 fantastic tools that will lighten your research workload: upcoming NFT.art and Rarity Tools. So for example, if you want to know what projects are about to be released, you go to Rarity Tools and check the upcoming section. Not only does it show you the projects that haven't been released yet, but also the details of the project. It helps you see the floor price, how many NFTs are going to be released in the collection, which blockchain the project is built on, and the project's social media links at once. So you can save so much time and effort, but the research doesn't stop here. You still need to dig deep if you want your investments to come back to you as profit. Let's say you found a project that you are interested in. What you need to do first is check their socials. Start with Twitter. Checking a project's Twitter will tell you a lot about it. Look at their followers count, but keep in mind that bots exist too. Some followers might have been bought. Be vigilant and keep investigating. If you see a project with a 20,000 following, but only a few likes and comments that seem like a bot is doing the generic applause words and sprinkled random emojis here and there, congratulations, this is your red flag. Then join their Discord. You can just hop onto the server and see how everything is. One of the most crucial things is probably to check the active member count. Is your Discord notifications at a level that disturb you, or the only thing you hear is the sound of tumbleweeds passing by? If the Discord is active, play the detective a little. Check if there are founders in the Discord or moderators. Check if they are responsive. For example, ask a basic question and see if you will get an answer. If everything seems fine and gets a green check from you, you can proceed to the next step, the website. You are an internet user. You take a healthy dose of the internet almost daily, and it wouldn't be surprising if you can differentiate a good website from a bad one. You see, scammy projects usually give themselves away with awful website designs, broken links, disproportionate and random image usage. So when you go to the project's website and it feels like the work of a junior web developer, you might want to click the X button and never visit again. You might think, well, that shouldn't say that much about the project. Trust me, it does. You can easily understand whether there is a group of people who care about every single detail of the project and want it to have a bright future, or just a bunch of scammers who are waiting for you to fall into their trap. Plus, by looking at their socials, you should be able to see the founders. People love being anonymous on the internet, but try to find out if there are legitimate and experienced people behind the project. A good way to find out is by checking the team members' social media. Are they legit, or do they look like a fake account you created to stalk your ex a while back? You should spot the differences. Now, once you've decided that everything looks okay, just remember to take the art style into consideration as well. With that being said, keep in mind that if you ever decide to invest in NFTs, use the money you had set aside that sits aimlessly, not your life savings or retirement fund. And if this is not your thing, but you would like to stay for the education on crypto and blockchain space, you are more than welcome here. On a side note, we do check the comments, so do let us know if you want us to create more content. Thank you for watching. Until next time.